Drainage is not a garbage bin. Throwing waste, there is not a win. Keep the community safe and clean. That's the way to build our dream. Fishermen need clean water too. Healthy oceans feed me and you. Forests, wetlands, animals all need our help before they fall. One small action can bring big change. Clean today, tomorrow rearrange. Teach the children, spread the word. Let every voice be seen and heard. In Liberia, rise today. Let's keep pollution far away. Plant a tree, keep water clean. Fight for a future fresh and green. VGR is raising the voice. Protecting nature is our choice. Stand up now, come join the fight for Liberia, shining voice. Say no to pollution, say yes to clean community, say yes to green future, to force divine garden, voices for the green Liberia, vigilant media, changing minds, saving lives.
Good evening and welcome to another fascinating time of discussion right here as we bring you detailed information and of course providing you the opportunity to talk about Mother Nature. That's why we named the show the Environmental Hour. This has to do with things surrounding Mother Nature, and I am here this wonderful third day of the 8th month 2026, of course, talking about the things that matters to our livelihood regarding Mother Nature. So today we are going to afford you the opportunity lengthily to speak out on those environmental issues that you've observed in your community, that you've observed in our country at large. Maybe it's something surrounding the Painesville City Corporation. Maybe it's something surrounding the Monroeville City Corporation. Just on Saturday, it was a massive exercise carried out by Liberians in collaboration with the Monroeville City Corporation and that of the Painesville City Corporation. All corporations across regarding our municipal government. So we say thanks to all of the mayors. We say thanks to all of the actors in the environmental sector for the collaboration. It was good. We saw some of the work that was done. Just right in Cinco here, I saw the Monroeville City Corporation in collaboration with community dwellers. They did a massive job cleaning the drainage in the Cinco areas, specifically 18th Street. Yes, that area was actually a clock point. The water never had access to have a free flow until it became a no-go zone for pedestrians or community dwellers. So it was massive to have seen the Monroeville City Corporation. The mayor himself was there. We say kudos to you, Mayor Safa, and your team. We say kudos to the community dwellers and those who initiated that job. We saw a massive cleaner exercise that you carry on there, and we must appreciate you for all that you do. But notwithstanding, today we said we're going to be looking at something very important that has to do with protecting our environment. And who it starts with? You and I, right? So regardless of your political or your religious or whatever background, we all can take up the time to clean our environment. You don't have to go to school to acquire environmental degree before you clean your environment. You know, and I know very well that when our environment is clean, we live happily, we breathe the fresh air, and we take in fresh air, and we do our things on a very clean note. So the issue of typhoid, the issue of malaria, the issue of other diseases like waterborne diseases, we won't be worried about them because we have our environment clean. So today we will open the lines immediately so that you can form part. Tell us what you've observed in your community, what you've observed in our country that needs keen attention. Now, let me start off with myself. Why on my way? When I'm moving around, I keep my eyes down, looking all around me to see some of the lapses as it relates to our own environment, and I came across something very, very disturbing. In as much the Monrovia City Corporation or the city government is trying to get the citizens to do the right thing, you know, we ourselves, as institutions, and let me say to the city government, to the mayors, please, you have ministries and agencies in your area of operations. How are they carrying on their waste management? Do they produce waste? Yes. Where do they place their waste? It is so disgraceful. It is so disheartening. While I was on my way, look to a specific area that is open to the public, and that has to do with the ministerial complex. The ministerial complex, we have, if I'm not mistaken, 6 ministries and agencies down there. How do they dispose their wastes? You know, the fence is built, the ministries, the complex is built on a hilltop. And then by the other end there, coming from the Painesville side, is slanting towards the valley. When you look, some of you are driving and you are in a vehicle, just look across. You're coming from the Painesville side. Just look across and reach around the ministerial complex. Just look across up towards the where the cars can actually turn in to go to the last complex there. You will see stockpile of dirt. The waste is disposed in a place that is not even healthy. You have residential areas just beneath the valley there. Then you people are taking the dirt from the various offices and just throwing, you see, the paper, the plastic, the whatsoever. So my question here to the Monrovia City Corporation and that of the Congo Town Mayor, what are you guys doing about this? It's so degrading. It's just like you are fighting against yourself because, mind you, while the city government is pushing for a clean city, institutions within government, they are not adhering to those policies and mandate being given by these municipal institutions. Mayor Sefa, I want you to just take a drive, go to the ministerial complex and see how they are disposing their waste. It's so disgraceful. You're in the vehicle. Let's take, for instance, you have guests who have come to the country, and they are driving along the corridor there. And when they look at the ministerial complex, a very beautiful building. I can remember we championed the cause to advocate for the painting of that building, and we saw actions being taken that was so laudable on the part of the ministers and heads down there who took immediate action to get the building painted. But right now, in terms of sanitation, it is poor. So when you enter the ministerial complex, for those of you who don't know, now let me give you a vivid description. So when you enter the ministerial complex, you turn on your right, drive up towards where they have the car park, and that place initially was actually intended for the parking of cars and the washing of vehicles as well, but it has been turned out to be offices for GSM companies. So you driving upward, pass by that and go as far as like you going up towards the generator side. So that means you are passing by which ministry is just around that corner. You have the labor ministry. When you turn by the labor ministry angle there, just drive up a little bit, just a minute drive. It's not even a minute, half of a minute drive. Look down towards the valley side there, where they have the leg posts and all that kind of stuff. You will see stockpile of dite. The dite has overwhelmed that place until it is going down the valley. The papers, you see all sort of waste being placed at that point. So how can the common man, who the mayor and other people are advocating to keep the environment clean, take this whole initiative serious when government institutions are not managing their waste properly? When government institutions are not managing their waste properly, you have 6 ministries and agencies inclusive in that place, but they are throwing all of their waste down the valley there. It is so pathetic. You have the education ministry there. You have the labor ministry there. You have commerce ministry also there. Which one of them? There are 6. Commerce ministry, gender ministry. Come on, someone help me. Gender ministry is there. I've named 4. Gender ministry is there. Civil service agency is there. 5. And the last one. So tell me, all of these ministries and agencies right in that complex, all they do is to dump their waste just in the open. Where are the directors? Where are the ministers? And you people drive along that corridor. You see it because from the entrance, you drive up. You see it. It is so pathetic. We cannot have the city mayor calling on the ordinary citizens to keep the environment clean. Then government institutions are not adhering to these rules and regulations. Yes, you are driving that in. Look there. Just look. Look at the ministerial complex there. Look there. And just so deep and serious, take the route to go up to the 540 end there, that community. The community there is actually the entrance of the community is where the dumping had died. And that place is just right by the ministerial complex as well. They got a stockpile of dite. It has stayed a couple of months. Yeah, not been removed. So my question here, the establishment and the commissioning of these CBEs, Honorable Mayor, we are not feeling the presence of these CBEs. On a very serious note, the presence of the CBEs are not being felt because you cannot have CBEs in the various communities. You've given them the authority to go to the various communities. You divide them into blocks and zones, but their presence are not felt. Just the 540 area alone, that entire stretch, entering that place, You see stockpile of diet. Some of you who live there, the Peace Island, entering the Peace Island, go right now. Take upon your time. Just drive in towards to the Peace Island. You're not even going further. Just the entrance where they got before reaching the police station, right by the ministerial complex there, before reaching the police station, they got stockpile of that. It is the introductory part of that Peace Island. Stockpile of that. What are they doing about that? What are they doing about that? But yet still, we don't take into consideration our own health. We don't take into consideration our own health. Right now, the Peace Island is overwhelmed. There are a lot of constructions being carried out there, and the population has increased than what it was. So if you have waste not managed properly, and it is the introductory part, the entrance of that Peace Island, it is positioned at the entrance of the Peace Island. So tell me, if there's any outbreak of a disease, you people, no one can escape that diet. When you even pass into that place, the stench from the diet. If you have, for those of you who have health issues like asthma, please don't go around the Peace Island area there, because the bad odor from the diet. You have motorcyclists, they are right around there. You pass there on a daily basis. Nothing has been done about that. The ministerial complex. So that means both sides of the ministerial complex is not hygienic friendly. The people dump diet within the premises of the ministerial complex on the right angle, just behind the labor ministry there. That place is filthy. The diet is sliding down the valley there. And we are talking about, and just down the valley, you have mangrove. And the other day, I told you about the importance of the mangrove, what we need to do to preserve the mangrove, and what importance the mangrove has on our ecosystem. Then you have ministries and agencies that have been housed in that compound. They are polluting the mangrove because all of their waste is sliding down that valley into the mangrove, polluting the water. There are other residents down there. Some of the people use the water down there to do other things. And you have the ministries and agencies that is being housed within the ministerial complex polluting that environment. There are people, they leave their very homes. They come to work, create waste. And at the end of the day, the waste that they created, the sanitation team of those ministries and agencies are not disposing those waste properly. There are other families that live down there. They are directly affected by your waste that you have created. So I want to call on Mayor Safar and that of the mayor of Congo Town. Please see to it that the ministerial complex waste management team change that strategy of just disposing that waste anyhow. It is not presentable. It's awful. It's awkward. We cannot have our ministries and agencies operating in that place, and where they dispose their waste is not even called for. So let me check out and see some folks who are following. Let me say good evening to you, my own good friend and brother, one who always encouraged me. He's one of my motivators. David, yes, I love to say thank you so much for the encouragement, my brother. I appreciate all that you do. And let me also say welcome to you, Edwin M. Boba the second. Edwin Boba, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Oliver P. Dillon. Hey, Mr. Oliver P. Dillon, long time. Thank you so much for joining. Jenna Mustafa. Jenna, how you doing? Long time, my sister. How you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Let's also see on the live feed here. There are a lot of contributors here as well. Samuel M. Carr. Samuel M. Carr said he's following. Thank you so much for following. Samuel Carr, your Oro is very dirty. Oro is very dirty. You're a young man. Galvanize the guys there so that you guys can do a massive cleanup exercise, especially in your Tatan there. Tatan is filthy and it is densely populated. So any outbreak of a disease, all of you will be affected. So the Tatan area, that is inclusive of where you have the American school, all those areas are filthy. I know you people don't have a representative for now, but you yourself can take charge of the matter and actually clean your environment. So Francis Arrow Kroma Jr., he says he's following from Dupont Road. Thank you so much, Francis, for joining us. We appreciate you so highly, Francis. Let's see who's here. Bless King. Hey, Bless King, my good friend and brother, you there in Asia. Bless King said, good morning from my end, Rufus. I'm following you from Southeast Asia, Cambodia. Thank you so much, my brother, for following. We appreciate you so highly. You're one of our ardent followers. Bless King, thank you so much for always being there with us, and we appreciate your following. Francis Kroma writes, let me say many thanks to MCC. MCC, you did well, so you've been commended for the exercise you carry on the first Saturday. Let's see more of information coming through. Francis Kruma writes, additionally, he said, to what you are saying, use the road that enters into Peace Island. You will find dump sites around the ministry's fence, especially Peace Island site. Oh, yes, that is the fight. And you have people who decently dressed, leave their homes. Some of them, they put their trash from their homes in the car and drive with it. Let me say welcome, Susan Berry. Susie Berry, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Can you imagine somebody take their waste from their homes? They put it in the back of their vehicle. They drive in the streets, and a vacant area or area that wasn't designated for the throwing of waste, they will take that stuff from their cars and just throw it right in the street and go by the business. Where is the civilization? Where are we heading? If we will continue to dirty our streets, and our environment. And one of the things that I want the Monrovia City Corporation to also take note, and that of the Pittsville City Corporation, understand that it is becoming a serious habit of residents or community dwellers. Every vacant land is where these guys use to throw their waste. They illegally throw waste in those areas. Like if you get around the 540 area there, like going where they have the football field, the Susan Berry football field there, there's a fence. That place, the construction was ongoing, but it is on a halt right now. The people fence has become a dump site. People from that community are throwing their waste right within that fence. And more to that, they are even using that fence because it's, shielded, and then they enter there, throw their waste, and they have even made it a latrine because they go there and put their feces. This is so unbecoming. It is inhuman. We cannot continue this way. We want to see a clean and a green Liberia. That's why we at Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, we say to you, we are here to work along with communities. We are here to work along with institutions in carrying on high level of sensitization to educate our people, like what we are doing. Gracefully, by the special grace of God, we've been given the opportunity here at Love FM to carry on this program. We need the support, financial support. We cannot just be having a program here and not supporting the institution by providing electricity or fuel to keep the program running. We need that support. We need to go out in the various communities to carry on high level of sensitization as it relates to the environmental issues that we are faced with. So Voices for a Green Liberia is open to every institution. We are non-political. We are non-political. We need to sensitize our people on the wrong trend they are taking. How in your own sound mind, right? In your own sound mind as a sound person, you will take the dirt from your shop or you take the dirt from your homes and place it right within the drainage. What sense does it make to you? It doesn't make no sense. That's just being evil. Evil at the highest degree. Evil at the highest degree. And one of the things we've noticed here is that in Liberia, we politicize everything. We politicize everything. And mind you, some of the waste that you put out, you don't even know how to manage your waste. You don't even know how to separate the perishable ones from the plastic waste. So these are information we need to reach out to you with, to provide the necessary awareness, how to separate your waste. You got the perishable ones. You got the bio waste, the plastic waste, all these things, how to separate them. You don't just you finish eating the food, the banana food, you put it in the trash can. You finish with plastic, the sachet of water, you put it in the same place you put in the spoiled food. At the end of the day, you mix all of those waste together. You go and throw it in the street. You go and throw it in the drainage. Sometimes people even go. The last time they found a dead baby in one of these drainages in the red light area there. The people of Pinsville driving through 77. Let me just take red light off because it is a garbage prone area. From the 72nd junction going as far as the Gardnersville supermarket, New Georgia, and so forth. The stretch of the road you find, especially in that Pinsville area, from the 72nd junction as far as the Black Gina, the Dora Bridge area, Stephen Tuber. It is filthy. People who we have high esteem for. Come on. When some of us, we were growing up, we knew Stephen Tuber Estate to be one of the cleanest estates in this country. But visit Stephen Tuber Estate is polluted, and you have BB people coming from that place. When you see someone else, you say, no, they won't. I can't even fit to stand in front of the person. But guess what? The place is filthy, and you have a lot of young and innovative people there doing nothing. Take upon your time, like you go into the special project area there. That place is polluted, and it is a residential place. Come to think about it, on the main road where you have the funeral home, the Abraham Rao funeral home, just before the Abraham Rao funeral home, that vacant land that is there, it is also polluted. It has now turned out to be a dump site. How do we feel? Then our people in the Jakarta area, all they do, they take the dirt from their homes and they place it right in the drainage. They put it in the drainage where the water should pass. And we in our vehicles, we see these things. How do we feel about them? You have strangers coming to the country. Look, a lady, I listened to one of these YouTubers who visited Liberia of recent for our independence. I think she's from Ghana. She was with Emmanuel. And Emmanuel got to ask her if she were to make a recommendation. What would that be? The first thing she ever stated. She talked about our sanitation. Say, Liberians, I believe you can do better. William Meyer, he also said the same thing. The sanitation, our streets are beautiful. We got so many organic things around us, natural things around us, natural environment, but we are polluting these natural environments. Foreigners are now saying it in our faces that our streets are dirty. Our surroundings are dirty. How do you feel? Since you don't want to accept, or you have not come to the point to realize that you are making your environment dirty, that is not healthy for you, the foreigners will put it in our faces that our streets, our environment is polluted with a lot of wastes. So with that being said, let me open the lines so that you can participate. What you've observed in your community that you want us to talk about, sanitational wise. Because mind you, Mother Nature is no longer far. Like what we say, climate change is a myth. Climate change is not a myth. That threat is no longer distant. It is here with us. You saw what happened in other countries when it came to flooding. Even in Liberia, you understand. You understood for yourself what happened. These places get engulfed all because the issue of our waste management is not proper. So we need the education for our people. We need our people to be educated, because if our people are not educated on the issue that has to do with our waste sorting and management, it becomes a problem for all of us. It becomes a problem for all of us. So we need the support. We need the engagement. Voices for a Green Liberia, we are here to reach out. We need your support. It's a voluntary-based institution that is here. You can come out, contact us. Say, I want to volunteer my service. I want to volunteer financially. I want to provide some assistance. Maybe you want to have, you want to give us some tools to work with. We are open. You can find us here at the Love FM building, the technology building on 10th Street. We are here. Our contacts, go on our social media pages. Go on our social media pages. We have our Facebook page, Voices for a Green Liberia. We have our TikTok page, and we have our YouTube page as well. So go there, leave your comments. Our email address is also there. And let us find a way how we can get this thing sorted to have a safe, green, and clean Liberia. So let's get the lines activated now. Let's get the lines activated. Let's get the lines activated. Oh my God. Let's get the lines activated. 0887-105-105. That's 0887. 0887-105-105, or better still 0778-665-073 are numbers to call and form part. We are experiencing some technical glitches here. Let's see if we can sort that out quickly. All right. So put your calls through on 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105. What are some of those issues that you are faced with within your community that you want us to talk about? Highlight them. The city mayor or the mayors are listening. Your community leaders are listening to your own recommendation. Yeah, so let's get to talk about it. It's right here on the Environmental Hour. We are here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 5 to 6 o'clock. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. Of course, I am the founder and executive director of Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, a fully registered institution with the government of Liberia. So we are open to doing business. We do documentaries. We reach out, highlighting, advocating, environmental advocacy. We do those things. So get us. Let's work together. 0778-665-073, 0887-105-105 are the numbers to call. While we await your calls, let's get these messages across for your education.
Our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up.
Water is life, but what happens when life becomes polluted? Dumping garbage, chemicals, and sewage into rivers and beaches is poisoning our waters. Contaminated water spreads diseases and kill aquatic life. Protect our rivers, protect our beaches. Never dump waste into water. Save water, save life. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
Our beaches crying rivers. Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up.
One plastic bottle can stay in the environment for hundreds of years. Plastic clog drainage pollutes beaches and harm animals. Please don't throw plastic on the ground. Reduce plastic use. Reuse what you can. Dispose responsibly. Say no to plastic pollution. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
If we don't act now, who will care? Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up.
Pollution is not just an environmental issue, it is a health issue, a community issue, a national issue. The future of Liberia depends on what we do today. Clean Liberia, Green Liberia. Join the movement with Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM, educating, advocating, acting for a green Liberia.
In the drainage,
So 0887-105-105, are the numbers to call. Let's talk about environmental issues in your community. What are those issues that you want to bring to the attention of the leadership in terms of controlling some of these? You know, someone the last time made this recommendation that community dwellers should take full responsibility of the dirt being placed in the drainages. And the person said that each and every one of us who are resident of that area should be a security. Because, mind you, it has to do with your own health. If you see that someone take the trash from their homes and come and place it in the drainage, when it rains, that same trash that they place in the drainage, the flood will bring it back in your homes. And mind you, those waste that they are placing around the place, the rats, the roaches, they leave from those things and come in your homes. So let me say welcome to you, Luke Jamda, Tenin Myers. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your following. So, mind you, you get these things, the rats, the roaches, even the flies, you get people selling right around these same areas where the waste, especially in the red light area part, Tualapa is waste. Go across. It's like I'm just laying emphasis on this side. Go across, see the waste. We see that the road construction is ongoing, but yet still it is being bordered by the same residents of those areas placing the trash, the waste all on the pavement the people have created. What kind of people are we? You sit in the car, you buy a plenty chip or a biscuit. After finish eating it, the next thing you want to throw the dirt in the street. Why? You should be placing it right within the pocket, or the drivers should have a dustbin right within the vehicle. So when you take your diet, whatever kernel or biscuit or whatever water, mineral water bottle or plastic, just place it right within that stuff. When the driver reaches the destination, he goes to a designated area and clean his vehicle for his next trip. That's how responsible people behave. 0778665073, 0887105105. We get barely 10 more minutes to go on the program. We're looking at protecting our environment starts with us. Protecting our environment starts with us. So let us say small actions, big impact. When we start small today, we make big impact tomorrow. You don't have to be working with MCC or PCC before you clean your environment. My people, we need to do this. We need to have a clean and a green environment. If Rwanda there can do it, other countries can do it, we too can do it. Those institutions that are producing plastic materials, like the water mineral company, the mineral water companies around here, they too, they need to find a strategy. They need to find a strategy in getting the plastic they are producing from the streets. I can remember the last time Orange Liberia came up with one plastic initiative. So when you collect the sachets, you take them, you carry to a designated site, they pay you for it. Or there was some campaign they had about that, one plastic campaign. So we saw people managing their waste. Every rubber container and thing, they make sure to get it off because they know as they collect these things, they are going to benefit from it. So we are calling on our government and those institutions responsible. Go out, bring in institutions that will do recycling of our waste. And there's a need that we speedily carry on the relocation of our landfill. Because, mind you, Winston is overwhelmed. Winston is overwhelmed. Winston is overwhelmed. So we need to have a new location so that the waste that's been, because mind you, urbanization, we understand that the population has increased in the urban area. So the more the population, the more the waste is being produced. The more the population, the more waste is being produced. So if we sit there and we depend only on Winston, that is densely populated now, it has become a residential area. Back in time, that area wasn't a residential area. But those who are selling land have sold the parcel of land on that place and have made that place now to turn out to be a residential area. And those who are buying land and living in that area, the effect of the wastes. I don't know how to think about it, but you have a serious problem, health problem. You have your homes just not far from the landfill. The rats and roaches, all of those insects that are formed within the waste there, they leave from that place and get into your homes. The mosquitoes, just the bar odor alone is dangerous to your health. One more. Come on, my people. Let us talk. We know we're not talking politics, so we won't have the engagement, but this has to do with your health. We won't sit there and allow our people to go astray. We will continue to use every meager resources, every little opportunity we have to educate them, to sensitize them. Sensitization at this crossroad is very important. That's why Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media is here to collaborate, to engage, to advocate. Visit our beaches. Our beaches now have now turned out to be a place where people go to defecate. People go to defecate on the beaches. What sense does it make to you? Public Work Ministry, the EPA, the Monrovia City Corporation or the Pittsburgh City Corporation, wherever these areas are located, people building homes without latrines. And the worst thing about it, they are connecting their homes to the manhole. You and I know. That's why the feces water cannot finish from our city. Because most of the homes that are there, they are connecting to the sewage line. Why they should be having their own. So you must be able to pay sewage bill. So if your home is connected to the sewage line, you must be paying that bill. And we call on the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation to be timely in absorbing these wastes that are being produced in the manhole or in the sewage line. Because, mind you, comparing the population of yesterday to that of today, it is overwhelming. So the way in which the city was structured or those sewage line was built, it cannot contain the number of homes that now, additional homes that have now been added. So the last time we saw the Water and Sewer Corporation doing an extension and relining sewage lines. I don't know how far they're going with that. And one of the saddest things, when you go to Central Town, the Benson Street Mosques, that area, even at the level of dry season, you still find the manhole oozing the waste, the feces, right where you have the mosque, the Benson Street Mosque. Some of you drive there, and goes for some of us, we don't just come out and say things. We see these things. The last time I made a video, go on Voices for a Green Liberia Facebook page or TikTok page. The video is there. When I used the time to call on the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation to go at that place with immediate effect to absorb the stuff from there, because it has spread over, and you have people sitting right there, they eating, they're selling food. It's dangerous. Somebody feces from their belly. You sitting there inhaling it, at the same time flies going in the water. Oh my God! In the city center, we don't take these things serious. All we focus our attention on is politics, and at the end of the day, we are not living healthy. Visit the hospital and get to know the kind of illnesses that is on the increase now. Because our homes, our communities are not up to the task in terms of health-wise. You go to the hospital right now, the number of cases for typhoid. Where do you think typhoid coming from? From a filthy environment. You got typhoid. The next thing they tell you got malaria. Where the malaria coming from? The same insects and things that go in our drainage, where you throw the dirt on our dump site, they come back in your homes, and you take it lightly. That's why you're always getting ill. And we don't care. All we know, we must talk politics, but the real issues that are affecting us. And you talk about bread and butter issue. These are the bread and butter issues. Your health comes first, because your health is your wealth. If you're not healthy, when you talk the politics, they should claim the attention of you representatives and senators around here. Where your district is filthy. District number 10 is one of the filthiest districts so far. District number 10 is filthy. I visited the old road. I saw dirt to the highest degree. District number 5, district number 6. 17 per a waste. Going along the Broadway area, all those areas are challenged. A lot of waste along the corridors of the road. So let's be real to ourselves. It's about time that we take this waste management issue very serious. You were able to commission CBEs, but they are not visible. What are they doing? They should spend money to get money, because, mind you, when you engage into what we find ourselves doing at Voices for a Green Liberia, we are carrying on high level of awareness. So visit radio stations, go to media institutions, encourage the people, go to the communities, and get the people to understand your scope of operation. But the CBEs, you are not visible. So the people just taking a day and giving it to Zogos. The CBEs should be visible. Reach out. Do the first soldier engagement. Go from door to door. Getting the people to understand how you go about your work. But again, everyone want to politicize things around here. You were commissioned these few days, and you were placed into zones. Why are you not reaching out? How many people, how many communities do know about you? How many communities do know that you are carrying on such a great initiative? But we say that, so apparently you expect the people to walk to you. They will always be throwing the daddy in the streets. They will continue to throw the daddy in the street because you are existing and not reaching out to the public on your scope of operations. So if we at Voices for a Green Liberia, we were seated and not engaging the public, engaging the airwaves to get people informed about some of the dangers they are posing to themselves, how will people get to know? The last time we were having a conversation on the importance of the mangrove, we had a caller. He said he never knew the importance of the mangrove. It was through the program that he got to know. We do our research. And what is so disheartening here is that when you reach out to some of these people who are responsible to provide information to the public, they shy away. They don't want to inform the people. So at the end of the day, the people are living in oblivion. The boy man will say. The people are living without the knowledge. So they feel that they are doing the right thing and knowing that they are posing themselves at risk. So is it another strategy? Let's play the devil advocate's role. Is it a strategy because when there is a major outbreak in the country, there will be finances that will come in? So is that how you want to make your money? Is that how you want to make money? On the expense of other people's lives? And you yourselves, you are there creating the situation for yourselves. Instead of you taking up the time, the challenge to clean your environment, you said that the Cabral Estate used to be one of those cleanest cities, cleanest estates around here back in the days. But go there. Cabral Estate is one of the filthiest. And the worst thing about it, the people just build anyhow. They build in the waterway. So that tells you that when it rains, Cabral Estate gets flooded. The whole Oro area there, from the American school as far as the how you call them, the Tatan going towards the Wayak area there, that entire stretch of the place is flooded. Even going as far as the graveyard, the Islamic graveyard, that place has now turned out to be a dump site. Why will we continue to treat ourselves that way? Forgetting to know that every insect, all of the roaches, the rats, the mosquitoes, they see those places as breeding grounds. To see those places as breeding grounds. Let's welcome you, Ellen McGill. Thank you so much for following. We appreciate you. We appreciate your following, Miss Ellen McGill. Thank you so much. You're right on 11th Street here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us. Come on. Let us take up the time. You know, you brought something to my. I just walked down the 10th 11th Street area there. Even right within the city center, it's messy. People living in the slum communities, they're doing things right within the place. Somebody's sewage line bursts. There's no care given. The feces from the sewage, the septic tank, the ooze is oozing out in the community, and nothing has been done about that. Drainages are not created. It's clogged. Time is fast spent 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. The numbers to call and participate 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call and participate. Tell us about some of the challenges you have in your community as regarding waste management. Let's get to hear you. So 0778 665 073 0887 105 105. That's 0887 105 105 0778 665 073 are numbers to call and participate. Call and tell us. You observe certain area around and you want the city mayor or the relevant authority. Like the last time I made a call, EPA, disaster management, and that of the Monrovia City Corporation, even the Public Works. I'm sending this out to you again. The last time I saw front loader and other earth moving equipment around that corridor. Along the Como Avenue, is it Como? Yes, between 12th and 13th Streets, there is a place right in that corridor, a building that is at the verge of collapse. Based on the poor water or drainage system, when it rains, the water gets stuck to that area, and it's a one-story building, yeah, right between 12th and 13th Streets. That building is now soaked because the water is just right there, and you still have people in that building living. The whole ground floor is gone already. You have tenants on the ground floor. They moved because of the water situation. Now you have the ones that are living upstairs. They are still there. And any moment from now, that building, I can term it as a death trap. You don't need a rocket scientist to determine that that building is at the level of collapse. Those who are resident of that building, you need to find a place to move. We are saying it, we mean no harm, but we seek well for you people who are resident of that building. If care is not given, when disaster takes place, that's the time people can want to put mechanism in place. Let us prevent disaster. Early preparation is very important. than for us to have the disaster already taking place before you start looking for means to mitigate. That building is soaked. All of the pillows are crumbling, and you still have people in the building. The hint or wise is quite sufficient. The one who has ears, let him hear. Because at the end of the day, when disaster takes place, it will be everyone's problem, because the life of just a single Liberian get lost is a loss to the entire nation. One more, you have almost 20 to 30 people living in a risk building. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105. We'll go for our final break, and then we call it a day when we come back on this edition of the program, The Environmental Hour, right here on Love FM 105.1. 0778 665 073 0887 105 105 are the numbers to call.
Our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
Our ocean feeds families across Liberia, but plastic, oil, and waste are destroying marine life. Dead fish, dirty beaches, damaged livelihoods. Keep our beaches clean. Protect our ocean for future generations. Healthy ocean, healthy nation. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
Drainage dirt everywhere. If we don't act now, who will care? Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
Can you feel it? Can you smell it? The air we breathe in Liberia is under threat. Smoke from generators, burning trash, and dirty emissions pollute our air daily. Dirty air causes cough, asthma, and serious sickness. Don't burn waste carelessly. Maintain your generators. Plant more trees. Clean air means healthy lives. This message is brought to you by Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
Our beaches cry. Our land, our future, our responsibility. Liberia, stand up!
One plastic bottle can stay in the environment for hundreds of years. Plastic clog drainage pollutes beaches and harm animals. Please don't throw plastic on the ground. Reduce plastic use. Reuse what you can. Dispose responsibly. Say no to plastic pollution. A message from Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media, in collaboration with Love FM 105.1.
If we don't act now.
Thank you so much for joining us. On this note, let's say thanks to you, Mike Down, for joining us. We appreciate your following. And so before we take leave of you, let us give you this very important information that you need to know. Because at the end of the day, let us understand that we don't have any planet B. When we allow Mother Nature to wipe away our livelihood, see our beaches, it's being weared out gradually by sea erosion. We are polluting our beaches by the day. Our brothers are mining sand on those beaches, and nothing has been done about that. The beaches are not clean. Those who are dwelling along the coastline, they're not taking keen note. Let us plant more trees. Some of us, we grew up, we open our eyes. When you go on the beach, you'll see a lot of coconut trees. And the coconut trees helps to prevent the erosion, the sea erosion. That's why you see in Big Canada, one of the beaches I always lay emphasis on, Sunset Beach. There are a lot of beaches that have been weared out by sea erosion, but it's not with Sunset Beach because you have lots of palm tree, coconut trees planted there. And for those of you who are involved into agriculture, you know what it takes. So it's about time that we get more coconut trees planted. And let us stop polluting the beaches with feces. While our brothers are mining the sand, at the same time, they are defecating. Those who are living by the beaches, they use the beach as the place to go and defecate, which of course is wrong. EPA and those relevant authority, you need to take siege of this. The environment is our share home. If you don't know, the environment is our share home. Every piece of litter we pick up, every tree we plant, and every effort we make to keep our surroundings clean helps create a healthy future for ourselves and the next generation. Let us protect our environment today. Because why? There is no planet B. When we allow Mother Nature to vent her anger, it becomes a disaster. You saw what happened in Ghana. Right now, as I speak, in Ghana, if you take dirt, just skinny paper, you just throw it down. They got young people who have volunteered themselves to caution you, and they will even make you to sweep that entire stretch of that place that you polluted. If we can take that initiative here, that each and every one of us can be a security on each other. When we see somebody throwing dirt to a place that they shouldn't throw the dirt, we demand them to take it from there. Like that, we have a clean and green Liberia. So on this note, my name is Rufus Divine Cannon, founder and executive director of Voices for a Green Liberia, VGL Media. We are registered with the government of Liberia, and we are open to collaborate. We are a very responsible institution, engaged into environmental initiative, advocacy, and we can also get engaged with documentaries, highlighting institutions work in the environmental sector. We can carry on advocacy, awareness, campaigns. So we are open to hiring, and we look forward to every Liberian so that we join hands. Come and let us volunteer in making Liberia clean and green. Like I always say, there are two things in this life you always be remembered for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And we must take responsibility of two things: our fortune and that of our misfortune. Because Mahatma Gandhi said, and I quote, "The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing will suffice to solve most of the world's problems," unquote. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and others follow. First among equals, of course, I'm destined for greatness. This is how we wind down the curtains on today's edition of the program. To join us on Wednesday, or better still on Friday, for another fresh edition. Have yourselves a wonderful and God bless day. Bye-bye.
Voices for the Green Liberia. Vision Media. Rufus Divine Cannon. Our land. Our future. Identity. Liberia. Stand up. From Moravia streets to the ocean shore, we see pollution like never before. Plastic in the drainage, dirt everywhere. If we don't act now, who will care? Our beaches crying, rivers in pain, garbage blocking every drain.